So, considering everyone seems to be making their own little vlogging activities, I figured I'd start my own. Not really sure how consistent I'm going to be or if I'm going to continue it at all, but I figured why not, especially since a picture can capture a memory, but a video can capture so many more. Even if the memory is me lying in bed at 12:45 a.m. on a school night. But it's okay, because I never go to school. No, I mean I do, but well, that's one of the cute little differences between Germany and America. If your class, like if your teacher can't come or if your teacher's sick, you don't get a substitute. Your class just doesn't happen. So your class would just get cancelled, and it happens like every day. It's actually really, really often. And you can like check online, at least at my school, you can check online and like look at your classes. It's kind of like college, I guess. But so you'll just like in high school, in like 9th grade, you'll just be like, oh, I don't have my like English class today, so I can just like go in late. But essentially, like, for some reason, like, all of my teachers are fails, and my classes are always cancelled, so I haven't been to school in, like, 7 years. Not really complaining, though. I mean, it just makes it kind of boring, but I spend my time watching Real Housewives of New Jersey and, writing letters to people. Yeah. So one random fail of today, I went to go deliver a letter that I need to send to AFS about traveling for spring break. So I went to the supermarket, because they have like a little post office thing in the supermarket, and so while I was there I was like, I might as well, look around and see if there's anything interesting to buy, because I had some change with me, and I found peanuts, and for some reason I was like really in the mood for peanuts, so I bought peanuts, and see like a little tin, Erdnüsse, that means peanuts, roasted and salted, geröstet und gesalzen. And like it's not really that. It's pretty small container. And I mean, I was pretty bored today. Wasn't really doing anything. Just watching Real Housewives, and I consumed the entire container. I looked later on to see that I guess I consumed about 200% of my daily value of fat and 1,550 calories from this little container. So, I mean, I'm not really one to count calories, but considering the fact that I also ate 3 meals today, 2 of which were hot, which is not normal in Germany, it feels good with all this exercise, meaning sitting on my bed watching TV. But yeah, so I think if there's like anything interesting to tell about Germany. The food is really different here. If any of my like American friends are watching this, whom I haven't talked on the subject of German food too, it's like their breakfast and their dinner are the exact same, and when I say that, I mean their meal is bread and meat meat and cheese. So, I mean, they usually have a few types of bread. Germans like praise themselves on their different types of bread. I guess they have a lot. So I have one that's called Schwarzbrot and black bread, but it's like really, really grainy. And then other ones like Graubrot, like doesn't really taste anything. It means gray bread. And I mean, and then they have, I don't know, sunflower bread and pumpkin bread and like, I don't know, just all random bread. And then they have like salami or prosciutto or that random creepy meat that nobody really buys in America, like the ones with like mushrooms in it, or like pimento loaf, or that like creepy meat that's like clear and has like little square flecks of meat in it. Yeah, all that stuff, that's completely normal here. They eat that for breakfast on buttered bread. And when I say buttered bread, I mean buttered. They go through probably 2 to 3 sticks of butter per day. It's crazy. And so they have that for breakfast. Then for lunch they'll have like a normal meal, like, I don't know, they love cabbage and potatoes and meat here. Like potatoes, a lot of potatoes, but I do love cabbage. I love sauerkraut too. But then for dinner they'll have the same thing they had for breakfast. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot different from American food. And like, also they'll eat like late, like not really as late as like Spanish or I don't know, other Europeans, but I mean, we eat anywhere from like 6 to like 9. So, I don't know. It depends on when people are home. But anyway, talking about food, yeah. So I mean, it's been kind of like on the table, but I'm probably coming home July 9th. Nobody really knows. I don't know why AFS hasn't told us. It's kind of strange considering like other organizations, like even before they left to go to Germany, they like knew when they were coming back, like down to like the hour. And like we have like several weeks left in Germany and we still haven't heard anything about it. Not even about our Berlin orientation, which is a month from now. AFS just like doesn't tell us anything. Like, not really complaining, just, you know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, so I think I'm coming home on July 9th. And I wouldn't say I'm excited to leave. I'm not excited to leave, but I am excited to be home. I love my host family so much. We get along really, really well, and it's really fun being here. I mean, even sometimes it gets boring because they all have like stuff to do, and I usually don't. But I find ways to, you know, just pass the time. If any of you are potential exchange students, the one piece of advice you need to take is learn how to deal with being bored, because that is like the biggest obstacle you have to overcome. I don't think I've ever been as bored in my entire life. I mean, I'm just 18, so that's not really saying much, but if I could combine all the boredom I've had from 0 years to 17 and a half, and combine that all, it probably wouldn't be as much as within the past, like, 7 months. So, just saying. But yeah. So, I don't really know. I don't even know how long this video is, like, as of right now. Because there's this little thing on the side. I've never recorded a YouTube video before. I've just like uploaded videos that were already taken, but so it's like 10 minutes right now, but I don't think that's true. But anyway. yeah. So Easter break is coming up next week, and I'm pretty excited. It's actually like kind of scary because I really I had tentative plans, but like they kind of shifted, and like I wasn't really certain about anything, but I just like came up with this like wacko idea. I was like, okay, back in 2009, like I took a Eurail pass and like did a little like Euro trip, and like that was really fun. And then I was like, wait, I remember because I traveled like with exchange students that I had, and like one of them from Spain, he had this pass that was like the same, but it was like cheaper because he was European. And so I checked, and I found out like Interrail is the same thing as Eurail, but it's for European residents. And like technically, I'm a European resident. So I was like, maybe I should like do a little Euro trip again. It's kind of difficult with the organization because you always have to have like, permission, like a place where to go, and everything has to be like really secure, and like you have to have like travel waivers and stuff. But I was like, well, maybe I could like pack a few trips into one. So this all came together like within the past like week, which was really frightening. Because first of all, I have like 500 other things going on in my life, but I just all of a sudden like one day was like, okay, find train tickets. So I literally found train tickets for like every single day for like every single one of my trips. It took like 48 hours within like 3 days, and so I'm planning on like next Monday, so like 5 days from now. I'm going to go from Bremen, where I live, to Groningen in Amsterdam, or I mean in Holland. Then I'm going to go through Amsterdam, spend a little time there. I mean, just like for a lunch break, and then go to Antwerpen in Belgium, then to Lille in France, then to Charleville-Mézières in France, and then finally get to Sedan. So that's like one train ride within like 9 trains, because I'm going to stop to visit my friend Julia, whom I stayed with in 2007 for French exchange. It's going to be my 4th time visiting her family. I love them. But so then I'm hoping to stay with them, then go visit one of my Spanish exchange students in Valladolid, which is like an hour and a half north of Madrid. I mean, I've been to Madrid before, but I've never actually been to the town that the exchange students are from, Spanish exchange students from our school. But yeah, so hopefully I'm gonna like hang out with his family and like be with them for Easter, and then go up to Paris, and then take like that little ferry from Calais to Dover to go over to England, and then stay with my cousin Molly in London for the royal wedding, and for like the weekend surrounding it. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that. It's just like weird and kind of surreal because the plan came together like last week, and it's happening in like a few days, and I still haven't even bought my ticket. Like, it's really complicated, and hopefully I will tomorrow, but I don't even know at this point. But hopefully a week from now I will be in France. Yeah. But anyway, so this video is really long, and I don't want it to be excessively boring. So how can I end it? Well, maybe if I actually continue doing videos, I can like have a little tradition. Okay, each video I can end it with like a cool German